Welcome to class. This is Chanel Anderson with RadiantLivingBiz.com. Listen, this is the kind of live stream video you want to have your pen out and ready from the very beginning. So if you are catching this in the replay, if you're on my YouTube channel, wherever you find this, I suggest you take a breath, as I'm going to do. Take a breath and let's get into it. Take a breath and let's get into it. Hello, Trina. BRN, good to see you, love. I promised you I would be back with this amazing class. Before the end of 2021, we are approaching 2022, and I am giving you the tools for success. There's 12 steps, okay? There's 12 steps in this formula. What I'm going to be sharing with you, I will share with you the source at the end of the class, but I want to make sure you are tapped in and tuned in. So if you are listening in the replay, let me know that you are here. It's been an amazing day, and I am so delighted to share these gems with you. So delighted to share these gems with you. I'm just forwarding a live to a few individuals who could benefit from what it is I'm sharing. I'm so grateful. I'm in such a space of gratitude right now, just coming from an amazing business strategy meeting. And thank you for those of you who joined my live stream earlier today. It was powerful. It was short, but it was powerful. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. Listen. We are in the month of December, right? Today is December the 13th. And as we approach and prepare to position ourselves to move into the blessing of 2022, I'm going to share with you 12 steps, 12 action steps that are based on wisdom, that are based on individuals who have walked the walk before us, right? Welcome, Jamila. I'm going to get right into it. You know, one thing I learned recently is you cannot teach execution, grind, and hustle. So as much as some of you enjoy, my live streams when I get a little lengthy and, the spirit starts to move me, some of you still hear all of that amazing energy and you still procrastinate, you still overthink, you still don't trust yourself, you still don't believe, invest, and do the work. So I'm going to just start getting right into it. And the 2% that are going to catch it are going to catch it, right? And I'm showing up, being obedient to what it is that I'm assigned to do. So let's go ahead and get into it. Number one, the first step for you to experience and create exactly what you desire in 2022, right? If you're ready for the first step, go ahead and type ready in the comments. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't be a stranger. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure you said hello. I appreciate those of you who drop comments. It means so much to me. Thank you so much. Let's go right ahead and get into it. Number one, thank you, Jamila. Jamila is ready. Jamila is ready. The first step is desire. Write this down. Desire. These are notes from a book. I'll share the book later, okay? But I'm going to just do the Cliff Notes version because I got to pick up baby girl, and I promised you this class, and this is what you need. Desire, an intense, burning desire, right? What is it that you really want? What would you do if nothing was holding you back? Thank you for those hearts, Jamila. What would you do if nothing would hold you back? What do you really want? What do you really, really want? Okay? That's step number one. Spend some time in that. Sit in that. Get quiet. Get still. Not all the Instagram scrolling. Not all the looking at what everybody else is doing. What lights up your soul? What feels good to you? What kind of clients do you love working with? What type of problems do you love solving? What kind of revenue and profits do you want to generate in your business? What business model feels good to you? Who do you want to help? What kind of legacy are you leaving? Number one, okay? That's desire. That's desire. Number two, drop a 2 in the comments. Keep the hearts coming. Thank you so very much. If you shared this live stream, I appreciate it. If you're on YouTube, go on over to my Instagram channel, Radiant Living Biz, and make sure you follow me and say hello. I appreciate you for being here. Number 2 is belief. Belief. Conviction. Okay? Developing the habits to set your realistic goals. Are we setting our goals in the positive present tense? What is it that you want? I am, I have, I attract, I create. How specific are we? Is it a time-bound date that we have attached to what it is that we desire? Do you really believe that this is possible? Do you believe that it's possible? Are you convicted? Have you broken that goal down for 2022 for the full year? Let's break it down for what do you want? What does that look like in the first month? What does that look like in the first week of 2022? Let's get clear. Let's get specific, okay? That's number 2, belief. Thank you. Number three, if you're watching this in YouTube, I want you to comment on YouTube. It doesn't matter that it's not live. Keep the energy going. Engage with me. I appreciate you. My name is Chanel Anderson, award-winning business strategist with RadiantLivingBiz.com. Number 3, write it down. Write it down. Listen. We hear this. This is why I'm back again. This is not the first time you've heard this. This is not the first time you've heard this from myself or another thought leader or whoever you love to follow on social media, right? Or mentors in business. But in the past 7 days, how many times have you written down your goals? How many times have you written down your goals in the positive present tense? Let's be honest with ourselves. I know that I have dropped the habit, right? We get some wins under our belt. We feel like we're coasting and the discipline can go out the window. I'm talking to the 2% that are ready to evaluate themselves to say, you know what? I'm ready to evaluate myself. I'm ready to look at what I really want. I'm ready to think of what it's really going to mean for me to be successful on my own terms. And I deserve it. I owe it to myself to spend 5 minutes, 10 minutes to write down what I truly desire, right? This is life-changing stuff. We're not talking about a car. We're not talking about a crib, right? We're talking about creating something that your ancestors maybe would never even have thought was possible. And now it's in your reach. Take the time. We owe it to ourselves. We owe it to our spiritual power, right? To write it down, okay? Crystallize the goal. Crystallize the goal. For those of you who have been with me now, I'm going to give credit to the author. These are not my steps. This is from one of my first mentors, Brian Tracy. I talk about Uncle G. I talk about those, but I got to give credit where credit is due. Brian Tracy is one of the first success mentors that I've had when a black girl from Philadelphia picked up an audiobook and learned how to write her goals, learn how to take a $500 startup and grow it into multiple 6 figures, learn how to take a gift that she was given, right? And help other entrepreneurs to grow their businesses to 6 and 7 figures through strategic business solutions. Let's go, guys. Drop some fire if you're glad to be here. Number 4, if you're ready, you've crystallized the goal, okay? We're crystallizing that goal. Thank you for sharing the live stream. Somebody keep me on time clock. I gotta pick up baby girl need to walk out of here by 4:45, so make sure I stay on track. All right, number four, thank you so much. The 4th step Make a list of all the ways you will benefit from achieving your goals. Come on now, somebody. Make a list of all the ways you will benefit from achieving your goals. Thank you, Jamila. Thank you for these hearts. I appreciate the energy exchange. I feel you, Team RLB. Make a list. Do it tonight. Tag me in the stories at Radiant Living Biz, right? Make a list of all of the ways you'll benefit from achieving your goals. Guys, let me tell you a quick story. This weekend, I was with my daughter and I said, what are we going to do this weekend? We're in Georgia. We're in the state of Georgia. We live here. I didn't grow up here. I have a quarter of handful of blood family that is here. I have people who have embraced me, my spiritual center, my bishop, and things like that, from Science of Being Centers of Truth. But we're not getting together due to the pandemic, face to face. And I am a type of person that I crave that face to face encounter. I love being around other human beings, right? And when I'm isolated, it's just not good for me. This is a season where I'm still going through grief. I'm processing my grief of losing my mother, losing my aunt, losing my grandmother. And I said, you know what? I'm going to get in my car. God blessed me with a vehicle. I got money in my bank account to swipe this card, fill it up with gas. And I'm driving to Columbia, South Carolina to go sit and be with my elders who are in their upper 80s and just love on them. Just let them know that I appreciate them, right? Just take my daughter around them. And it just filled my spirit up, guys. I got to be in my the household that my great-grandmother, and great-grandparent father raised their 14 children, right? Were they perfect? No, right? But that's my lineage. That's my ancestral power. That's where I went just to sit and be still. Wasn't about Radiant Living Biz, right? It was just about sitting around the table with my uncles and my cousin, eating some grits and a cup of coffee, right? And some eggs and some biscuits, and having an amazing time in the simplicity of humanity, right? So what do I say? I say all that to say, right? What I'm thinking of is my uncle, right? I'm going to say this. I'm going to share this. My uncle, who is in his 80s, who has told me about his life story, the things he did. He graduated, things I didn't even know. He graduated from an HBCU, Allen University, or Allen College, that's right there in Columbia. I knew about Benedict, but I did not know my uncle was a college graduate from an HBCU. He told me about going into the Army. I knew about that. He told me after that he got a job in the hospital as an orderly with his 4-year college degree, with his bachelor's degree. And then after that, he went on to work for a Black-owned insurance company, and he was a top producer for life insurance and health insurance. And I saw the trophy in his house, he loves golf. He's amazing. And he's just poured so much into me. He has been such a blessing to me, with not growing up with my father. My grandfather transitioned when I was 14 years old. And when I tell you, this man, the emotion that comes over when he sees that I have driven from Atlanta to bring my baby to come sit in his home, his modest home. It's not about things being so fancy, And I said, listen, I'm good. I just want to be with you, right? We spent this time together, and the emotion that comes up over this man is almost pouring out. And you could just tell him trying to contain himself because he is just so overwhelmed. I guess I don't know what it is, but the human connection that we need from one another, he needs it from us, right? And I need it from him just the same. So I say all that to say, I'm gonna tell you now, I'm putting all my family business out there, but my uncle had an issue with his heater in his home, right? And when he told me about it, I said, wow, okay, we worked around it and everything. But I said, my wives, wouldn't I like to be in a position, right, where I can just say, Uncle, look, I'm so old school, y'all. I'm about to say Sears, right? It ain't even no Sears no more. But like Home Depot and Lowe's is coming to your door, and they're going to bring you what you need and install a new heating system in your home, right? What is the benefit? What would be the benefit from you achieving your goals, right? When my goals are achieved, how many family members and elders would I be able to help when they needed the help? And it'd be no problem, right? So I told that long story to say, right? Number 4, make a list of all the ways you would benefit from achieving your goals. You see what I'm saying? It's not just about, oh, let me just take these trips and let me get a certain kind of Benz truck and let me have XYZ business credit and let my business be blah, blah, blah. And I'm this and this and that, on the gram, right? What can you do for your elders? Okay, what can you do for your family members? You want to be a big boss for real? Who can you help in your community? When can I go back to Philadelphia and say, let me do a coat drive? Let me do something for the kids back to school. Come on now. So number 4, make a list of all the ways you will benefit. Others will benefit. I'm going to add not just you, right? Black people. Okay. How will others benefit? Right? From you achieving your goals. Come on now. Somebody give me a time check. Number five. Y'all still with me? Have you shared the live stream? Number 5 out of 12 is analyze your starting points. Where are you right now? Thank you, Jamila. Analyze your starting point. Let's get real. Where are you right now as it relates to your business? How many clients are you getting on a daily basis? What is your sales goal? How much sales did you actually earn in the last 24 hours? Or did you just not look at it, right? Analyze your starting point. Where are you? I am so blessed to have a family, right, of other entrepreneurs. My aunt, well, I call her aunt. She's really a cousin, but she's an elder now, so I call her Aunt Claudette. Amazing woman, right? Businesswoman. She's a pastor, woman of God. She said to me, listen, with your hospice company, let's write down everything you need. If you were to get funding, right, what is everything you need right now to keep this business going, right? And I'm thinking I got it down pat. I'm thinking I'm Radiant Living Biz, okay? RLB, MBA, ABCD, EFG degrees. And I came to me and said, let's break this down. Let's start writing everything you need. Let's not have the lack mindset. I'm like, oh, I got a desk and a chair. She said, well, what about the desk and a chair for the secretary? Oh, Lord, I didn't think about that. I just had a desk and a chair for me, right? Let's think about the desktop computers. Let's think about the printer. She said, you need a Xerox machine that, with service that can come out for the people, in case it break down, with at least they can come out and service it. Different level of thinking, okay? Right? Different level. Where are you starting from? Let's get real with this, okay? That's number 5. Analyze your starting point. If you're honest with your true desire, then you will be able, right, and believe, number 2, that I can truly create anything that I desire. There's no limitations, okay? And then I write it down. I take the time to crystallize my goal. And then I'm analyzing number 5, my starting point. Number 6, what am I going to do? Brian Tracy says we're going to set a deadline. We're going to set a deadline, guys. These are from my true notes in my phone. I took a picture of notes, and that's what I'm looking down at. All right, don't achieve. He says, listen, so many people, oh, well, if I could at least change the language, right? What do you want and when do we want it by? Let's set a clear deadline. What is the month, the day, the year that you desire XYZ? He says, if you don't hit it, set another one if you don't achieve it in time, period. Somebody write that down, right? Set another if you don't achieve it in time. If you don't worry about, well, what if I don't achieve it in time? Well, I don't want to be so I don't want to ask for too much, right? We got to break these psychological chains off of us, guys, right? We talk about, being free, okay? But we still got such a slave mentality as Black people because of the oppression that we have experienced, right? This has not been passed down for generations and generations. This is a new thing. So we must put the work in. We must put the spiritual, the mental, the emotional work, the discipline. Listen, this was written, by somebody that doesn't look like me, but doesn't mean we can't use it. Come on now. Doesn't mean we cannot use it. Set a deadline. And he says, set another one if you don't achieve it in time. So don't not set the deadline because you don't know, how I'm getting there, because we're only at number 5. Somebody say 5, right? I'm only at step number 5. He's going to break the full formula down for you. Who has not shared this live stream? If you shared this live stream, okay, then please let me know in the comments. Drop some check marks if you share this live stream. Okay, so y'all got that? Start setting your deadline for your goals. Start setting your deadlines for what you desire. Who is holding you accountable, right? If you need an individual to hold you accountable, right? Reach out to me. Reach out to me, right? Let's talk about how I can help you achieve your goals so much faster. How I can help you stop procrastinating. How I can help you stop thinking so small and limiting yourself, letting the distractions come in. Listen, why? Because I've walked it, I've experienced it, and I'm still experiencing it, and I still decide to come and show up and share my gifts with you. Why? Because I'm making a difference. Number seven. God, I give you thanks. God, I give you thanks for this video. I give you thanks for the nurse that's watching this at 1 a.m. in the morning doing a 12-hour shift, wondering if she can start that hospice agency, wondering if she could start that Medi-Spa, wondering how she's going to make this business, from an unknown brand to a known brand, wondering how she's going to get clients and not just social media likes. Come on now. You watch this for a reason. Number seven. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you, Curvy Queens. I appreciate it. Team RLB. Thank you. If you're watching and you haven't subscribed on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe. Turn on your notifications. Turn on your notifications on Instagram. If my team can type in sales gems at 31996. Of course, I have a text list for you. Sales gems, all one word with an S. Text that to 31996 to get more free training and stay connected with Radiant Living Biz. All right. Here we are. Number seven. Welcome, Natasha. Number 7. Make a list of the obstacles that are in the way of your goal. Make a list of the obstacles that are in the way of your goal. It didn't say talk about the obstacles. It didn't say get on the phone with somebody that can't help you. It didn't say that. It said make a list of the obstacles that are in the way of your goal. That means you have to have written your goal, right? Organize it in an order of importance. Do y'all understand how powerful this is? Welcome, my love. I see you. Do you realize how powerful it is for you to be on this live stream right now? It's not by coincidence, okay? Write a list of the obstacles. What's in your way? Organize them by order of importance. Now, number 8. Come on, let me get a time check. Number 8. Is this blessing somebody? If you're watching this in a replay, don't be quiet. Don't sit there and don't say anything when you know this is blessing your life, when you know this is snatching your whole entire wig and edges back. Talk to me, okay? Talk to me. I appreciate you guys. Number 8. Now that we've made a list of our obstacles, we're going to identify additional, right, things that we need, skills, abilities, right? What skills and abilities do we need, okay? What do we need to learn? And this is my notes, guys. It's a little to the side, but we're going to get it. Identify what you need, okay? What do you need? What do you need internally? What kind of self-work do you need to do? right? And then what kind of external help do you need? So internally, what skills do you need? 2021. 2021, have you had sales training? Have you learned digital marketing? Have you learned how to speak and articulate and monetize and let people know what it is that you do, how you do it, right? And why they should work with you? What skills do you need? What abilities do you need? Nobody can do that for you like you can. Next one is external. Externally, what do you need to learn? What do you need to buy, rent, or borrow? What do you need to learn? What do you need to buy, rent, or borrow? Think about it. Put it in the comments, y'all. What do you need to learn? What do you need to learn? What do you need to buy? And what do you need to rent or borrow to reach these goals? Let me know. What do you need to learn? What do you need to buy? What do you need to rent? Or what do you need to borrow? There's always a way. There is always a way, okay? All right, this is what Brian Tracy is teaching. We're only on step number 8. Is this powerful? Thank you for sharing a live stream. Thank you, Jamila. Thank you, Corby Queens, for sharing the live stream. I appreciate you guys. Let me go ahead and get the text list in here. Sales Gems. Text Sales Gems to 31996. Is that it? Yeah. Okay. I'll pin that. All right. If you're already on the text list, go ahead and drop a mobile phone icon in the comments, and I appreciate you. Number 9. We're almost there. Number 9. Keep the hearts going. Is this powerful? I'm going to do a recap, right? Thank you, Jamila. Number 9, make a list of all the people whose help you will require. Come on now. Make a list of all the people whose help you will require, okay? Whose help do you need to achieve your goal? Whose help do you need? Make a list of all these people, whether you know them or not, right? We are creating our radiant life and business. I appreciate you guys so much for watching. My name is Chanel Anderson. For those of you who are newer to me, I'm an award-winning business strategist. I've been a registered nurse for over 22 years now. Registered nurse for over 22 years. Entrepreneur for 20 plus years. And I love what I do. I'm gifted at what I do. Reach out to me anytime on Instagram in a DM. Talk to my team. Make sure you take advantage of what I have available. The links are in the bio. You know how it goes down on social media, right? So if this is blessing you, take the time to stay connected. Get what I have for you, what I've taken the time to put together for you. Sales Gems to 31996. And if you're on Instagram, click the link in the bio, and I have a Radiant Living Biz Value Vault where you can pick your freebie. So much to help you reach your goals even faster. Okay? I appreciate you. Next, that was number 9. We've made a list of the people. Number 10, and I look like I'm going to finish on time. Number 10, make a plan. Make a plan, make a plan, make a plan. Somebody say plan. The what, the when, the where. The what, the why, the when, and the where. Make a plan. The what needs to happen. Why does it need to happen? When does it need to happen? And where will it happen? We need a plan, ladies and gentlemen. We need a plan. We can't just say, I'm trying to work on this. I'm doing, what are we doing? Why are we doing it? When are we doing it? And where are we doing it? Making a plan, okay? Right? Right? So when we make this plan, we want to start breaking down those activities from the beginning to the end. The first most important, what's the first most important thing in your plan? Take a minute, get quiet, get still. What's the most important thing for you to do as it relates to you achieving that which you desire, right? What's the number one? Now, what's number two? What's number two? Write it down. I told you we're going to need your notes for this one, right? Right? We're not just all over the place. When people say, oh, I'm all over the place, it's because you haven't followed these 12 steps. It's because you haven't had the right information, right? If you want more of this, click the link in my bio. Go invest in yourself and get a course. Get a course. I've told you guys, it's been over 20 years that I've been in business. A lot of things I've learned the hard way, so you don't have to. I break things down for you so you can walk away with a new skill set, right? Being able to think for yourself. That's the thing I love about working with my clients, right? Empowering you to think differently, to think strategically, to think like a winner, to think like a creator, to think like a problem solver in business. That's how you sustain. That's how you can get. It don't mean we won't fall. It don't mean you won't fail. It don't mean you won't make mistakes. And I never said you wouldn't lose money, right? Entrepreneurship, the definition, go look it up. It's the definition, it talks about taking risks for reward or gain. You're taking a risk. That means it's a risk that it might not work out. Newsflash, right? But the beautiful thing, when your name is on that LLC, that S Corp, right? You can get back up, baby, and do it again, right? You can reset that date, okay? You can get up again, all right? So, number 11, we're almost there. Now that we've made our plan, we wrote our list down, we've identified our obstacles, we got clear on our deadline, we're going to do what? We're going to visualize. We're going to visualize a clear mental picture and emotion, right? Increase the emotion, Visualize, right? We talk about the morning ritual. We talk about the 10 to 15 to 30 minutes in the morning where we can get clear and hear from our Creator and hear from God and not just start taking in all kind of stimuli and Instagram and blah, 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 blah. What's going on? What did I do? Oh, the kids, this, and that, and the other. Getting still, and can you see what you say? Can you see what you say? Have you visualized that which you are creating in a clear mental picture? Is it clear? Is it clear? Right? Once it gets clear, what are we going to do? Right? We're going to allow our emotion. We're going to experience what we're seeing with our emotions, right? If I drove Sinai and said we're getting on 85 South to go to Disney World, she would start to visualize what it would feel like to go through those gates, right, of Disney World. Her emotions would start to shift. What are your emotions like in the morning, in the midday, in the afternoon, when people work in your nerves, when people start to tell you no? What are your emotions like? Do you need to take a break and go visualize? Go back to step number 1. Go back to step number 4. All the ways that people will benefit when you want to quit, when people tell you no, when it don't work out the first time. Come on now. We need a clear mental picture. And then our emotions, right? Our emotions. Welcome so much, Miss Honeybee, right? We'll begin to speak to what we are seeing in our third eye and our mind's eye, right? Are you painting a clear picture? What does your business space look like? Who are your dream clients? What news networks and press will you receive? What does your bank account look like? What do your investments look like? What does your residual income look like? What does your passive income look like? Right? How do you feel in your body? How do you feel in your soul after a day's work? Let's visualize. Or are we worn down, beat down, tired, right? We get a choice to visualize and ask specifically for what we desire. Number 11. That was 11. Now we're in 12. This is it. Number 12. And I'm about to go pick up my girl. I appreciate you guys for spending time with me. We got one more and I'm going to do a recap. Again, the people, the 2% that's going to catch it, it's going to catch it. If this blessed your life, how dare you keep it to yourself? Share this video with another Black woman business owner. Help somebody else. Don't keep it to yourself, right? And post in the comments when you have done so, whether it's in your Facebook group, your Facebook page, you've done a clip of me on your Instagram stories, whatever it is. Don't keep the information to yourself. Too many of us, right, are learning the hard way, are not profitable as soon as we should be, because why? We don't have the right information. And even when we do, we're not reminded of it enough, because the other distractions are coming to distract you, to tear you down, to get you off your focus, to knock you off your square. Who am I talking to today, right? Number 12, the 12th step in maximum achievement by Tracy is make the decision, team RLB, to never, ever, ever give up. No matter what happens, perseverance is the key. Never, ever, ever give up. If this is what you truly desire, right? You still hold that clear mental picture. You're having the obstacles. We know the obstacles will come. If not, it wouldn't be in the steps. We know we're going to need help. If not, it wouldn't be in the steps. You can't do it by yourself. Obstacles will come. It's not going to be all smooth. Isn't it such a blessing, right? You're not crazy. You're not by yourself. But have you made a decision? Before you've even started, have you made a decision? If you're already in it, have you made a decision? I'm not giving up. I'm going to go back and see, what have I possibly missed? What is it that I can do differently? How can I elevate my thinking? How can I elevate my habits? I appreciate those of you who are close to me, who are connected to me, who have been working with me. This is a reminder. This is a gift for all of us to powerfully step into 2022 with all that we need is already inside of us. Have I shared anything that you really need to go and it's inside of you, right? Right? It's inside of you. Am I lying? It's all here. It's the mindset. It's the habit. It's the choices. The Radiant Living business philosophy, somebody write it in the comments, is believe, invest, and do the work. How did I go from $688 months to over $30K months in 2 years as a solo mom? Believe, invest, and do the work. Click the link in my bio right now and go ahead, make a decision, get what you need, right? I don't have to tell you. Once you do this work, you know what you're missing. You know what your obstacles are. If you don't ask for help and you don't hit your deadline, it's on you. I've shown up to do my part, right? Right? Thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate you. I see a lot of guests coming. My name is Chanel Anderson, award-winning business strategist with RadiantLivingBiz.com. I'm here to support you. My team is here to support you. We've created tools for you on my YouTube channel, absolutely free. Text message list, absolutely free. Email list, click the link in the bio, absolutely free. But what are you going to do with the information that has been gifted to you? What are you going to do differently? Everybody that's still here, if you've been on for the class, before I do the recap, I want you to go ahead and type, or while I'm doing a recap, type, what is one thing you are going to get started on immediately? I'm not giving you 48 hours. What are you going to get started on immediately within the next 24 hours that you can give me a shout out in the stories and say, click, Chanel, I've taken some action. I've gotten uncomfortable. I've opened my mouth. I've asked for help. I've written down a list, right? I've changed my habits. I stopped making excuses about why I can't. I stopped beating myself down about what I didn't do. Come on now. Listen, right? The most important skill is perseverance. Continuous action and momentum are priceless. Review every morning and think about it every day. This is what Uncle Brian Tracy says. Review it every morning. What we just did, these 10, this should be in your journal, right? I've given you your journal to get started, right, for 2022. Review it every morning. What are you looking at every morning? What are you feeding your mind every morning? What are you getting the day started with believing every morning? And what are you thinking about every day? You thinking about what people are saying about you, what people are not saying about you? Or are you on track and on focus? Listen, I didn't do it without help, okay? I didn't have the breakthroughs without help. My next level requires help. We'll try to believe that, oh, we got this. We can swing this on our own, okay? Smart business people understand, right, that they want to learn from the mistakes of others. They want to accelerate their success by latching on and locking arms with somebody who can help them get there faster, that can see what they can't see. So I appreciate you. Thank you so much. We're going to do a repeat, okay? A recap. Here we go. 12 steps to achieve and create anything exactly what you want and exactly what you desire in 2022. Number 1, desire. Number 2, belief. Number 3, write it down. Number 4, make a list of all the ways you will benefit and others will benefit from you achieving your goals. Number 5, analyze your starting point. That was number 4. Number 5, analyze your starting point, Number 6, set a deadline. Number 7, make a list of all the obstacles in the way of the goal and organize them in order of importance. Number 8, identify what you need internally and externally. What skills and abilities do you need? What do you need to learn, buy, rent, or borrow? And do it as quickly as you can. Click the link in my bio right now. Go learn what you need to learn. If you need to invest and buy something, go do it right now, right? Number 9, make a list of the people whose help you need and whose help you will require. Number 10, make a plan. What, why, when, and where? What are the activities and the priorities? What do you need to continue or begin? First important, second importance. Number 11, visualize, clear mental picture, and then the emotion must speak to what you are seeing. And finally, number 12, make the decision to never, ever, 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 ever give up. Perseverance is the most important key. Momentum is essential. Continuous action, it's all in you. I see it, right? I see it. Continuous action. Review it every morning and think about it every day. And finally, reach a point where nothing can stop you. Reach a point where nothing can stop you. That's the secret to your super conscious mind. Thank you so very much for spending some time with me. I'm going to run and get my baby girl. It has been a pleasure to serve you. I thank God for this message. I thank God for this training. You got 24 hours. I charge you. I challenge you. I invite you to raise it up a notch, right? Go do something that makes you uncomfortable. Go do something you've been procrastinating on, and then give me an update. Shout me out in the stories, and don't forget to share this live stream with somebody else. Action, action, action. I appreciate you. It's been a pleasure, and I will see you on the next video. Take care. More radiance.